My name is Brian Malloy, an Inspector with the Health and Safety Authority. I've been working with the Authority for the last 7 years and I am currently involved with the Taking Care of Business unit. My presentation today is going to deal with work at height, storage of materials at height. People falling from height and materials falling from height do cause serious injury to people in the workplace. It needs to be managed effectively, and this can be done by looking at the equipment you have in the workplace, putting in systems of work around that equipment, making sure your employees are supervised and know what they're doing, and putting all this together, you will help prevent the likelihood of you having a serious accident or injury in your workplace. Definition of work at height is work in any place, including a place at, above or below ground level, where a person could be injured if they fell from that place. In this picture, these two gentlemen are setting up to carry out some work at height. As you can see from this picture, they have segregated the workplace, they've put up barriers and cones, they have put on their high-vis vest, they're wearing their safety harness. Unfortunately, this all goes wrong when you look at the next picture. Gentleman above on the ledge is not tied onto anything, even though he is wearing a harness. Now you might be saying, what's the harm here? If he has a medical condition, gust of wind, he could lose his balance and he could fall onto the pavement, and that is going to mean probably certain injury or death to that person. So you need to make sure work at height is managed in your workplace. So who does work at height affect, or where you have storage of materials at height? It can affect anyone in any workplace, from as simple as somebody standing on a chair to office workers, delivery drivers standing on the back of trucks, kitchen staff taking down pots and pans, bar staff putting kegs down into cellars, and members of the public who may be transiting or it be in your workplace. Here's another example of people getting set up ready to do some work at height. Busy, pedestrianised area on a van parked on a footway. You will see in this picture though, gentlemen have come to this place of work totally unprepared to carry out this work. They're putting members of the public who may be going up and down the footway at risk, people going in and out of the premises at risk, all because they didn't plan the work, they didn't have the tower, the equipment to do the work safely. So shortcuts will eventually cause problems. Another element is, and I'm going to caption this, work at height for dummies, and I think it's very, very true. In this picture, you see 4 dummies on a ledge. You'll see this highlighted point showing 2 lights on a platform along with leads. However, we look at it from a different angle. Now you can see the problem that these workers faced. You have the door access point to the left where people have to come in onto that ledge to dress the dummies. They have to try and get around those lights which are hot and step around trailing leads. The distance is greater than 3 meters. If somebody falls from that ledge, they will seriously hurt themselves or possibly kill themselves. So in this case, people did not design the access, the egress, or how somebody is going to get out to change those dummies. Planning the work is critical, critical, critical. So my top tips for work at height: try to avoid work at height. Look at your storage arrangements. In this picture here, you'll see tyres stored at height, ladder, poor access and egress for people to get up to those areas to pull the tyres from those areas. Likewise, falling materials onto members of the public or workers in that area. Plan and assess your work at all times. Think about what you need to do. Use suitable work equipment that's appropriate to what you have to do. And this comes back to the previous step in terms of planning and assessing your work. Collective protection above individual protection. We're looking here at a balcony area, and this is a protective mechanism here that will keep people safe while materials are being brought up to the storage area, in the mezzanine area. And ensure you have proper supervision in the area and competent contractors. In this picture here, the contractor is working unsafely on a footway that could affect your patrons who may be coming into your business. So assess what work has to be done, who is going to do it, and make sure that that is done correctly. Remember, small distances, large distances equally can cause serious injury or ill health to your workers. Please look at your workplace, look at the hazards, and put in measures to prevent people falling from height or materials falling from height.